No, but I will see the chat. So I will know that they're there. Good morning, everybody. We're over that side so that they can see us here. See, so we're over there. So you're going to say, hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. And we have Mr. Sweets here.
Mr. No, it's Miss as in a girl. Miss Sweet.
I made him.
Oh, do we have sound? Let's just check.
And today, what are we going to make?
What are we making today, babe?
You tell them.
I must tell them. Okay. There we go. Sorry, we're just making sure that everything's working and we have sound and that you can hear us. Okay, right. Hello, everybody. Good morning to a very icy cold winter in Cape Town. What are we making? We are making sugar cookies.
Well, what about that?
What?
What about the...
What about what?
What about the cake slices?
Oh, those ones we're doing on Friday.
Oh, I don't...
Ah! Today is sugar cookies. We can only do one thing at a time. So today we're doing sugar cookies. Tomorrow we're doing cupcakes and decorating them. Thursday we are doing, Rebecca and I are going to do Cocoa Pop Rice Krispie treats. Cocoa Pop treats, not Rice Krispies, but you can use Rice Krispies. And then on Friday we're going to make cake pops. Okay. So we're going to be doing this every day. Today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. She's going to be so tired and so baked out.
And I have a lot of stuff to do.
And you've got a lot of stuff to do. Do you? What's the stuff that you're going to do?
So I'm going to bake with Mommy.
You're going to bake. That's our biggest thing. Today you bake. Today you got a busy day. Hey.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do my last assignment and going to get these out and then...
And you got Krav Maga. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Right.
And I want...
Okay, so first things first, let's get baking, hey? So first
Get
thing,
baking!
so just so that you know, this can totally be done by hand, the mixing, but I'm going to use our mixer because, you know, it's just going to go quicker. But so if you have a mixer, and I know that if you're baking along with us, kiddies, if you have a mixer or anything that needs assistance with your parents, just let your parents just assist you a little bit so that you don't destroy their equipment and stuff. But pretty easy, hey?
Yeah,
It's pretty easy.
My mom.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to use the mixer today because just to make things go a little bit
Wait,
quicker.
we're doing sugar.
We're making sugar cookies. And what are you going to make? Rebecca's going to do rainbow cloud cookies. Yeah.
You mean a rainbow?
A rainbow, and then there's clouds on there.
Oh wait,
We're going to ice them too. Huh? We're going to decorate them as well.
we got...
So this cookie recipe can make quite a lot of cookies depending on the size of your cookie cutter. So this is roughly a medium size. Oh, sorry, so you can see. Roughly a medium sized cookie.
Hey,
What's
the
that?
wrong way.
Well, I'm showing it on the camera. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this is roughly a medium-sized cookie, which is around 6 to 8 centimeters. That's a medium size. A large would be like 10 and bigger. And so we're going to do medium ones. We're going to make our sugar cookie dough. So this is my suggestion for today, is that the cookie dough, depending on the size of cookie cutter, you can get anything between 24 or... yeah, like 24 cookies to 50 cookies, depending on the size of the cookie cutter. So, but what we're going to do is I'm going to make the cookie dough because I'm not harboring recipes and stuff like that. We're going to make the cookie dough as is, and then we're only going to make cookies with half of the cookie dough. This cookie dough can be wrapped up in cling wrap into a Ziploc bag and can go into the fridge for up to 2 weeks. And if you so that you can make cookie dough, cookies whenever you feel like it, if you don't want to make so much, or you can like that you can pop it into the deep freeze, and when you want to make more cookies you can then take it out, let it defrost, knead it up, and you can make more cookies. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make the normal batch. We're going to halve it because I don't want so many cookies. We only want a few cookies. So I'm going to take half of it and I'm going to pop that in the deep freeze for another time. Perfectly fine. And then we're going to show you how to make royal icing so that you can then ice your cookies. Hey. Okay, so first things first. We need butter. She's in a... She's busy watching us on the big TV. Okay, so what do we need? We need a knife. Let's just get a knife. A blunt knife. We don't need a sharp knife. We just want a knife because we're going to
cut butter.
We're going to cut butter. We're going to measure out the butter.
Can I cut butter?
Yes.
Thank you.
So we're going to do 1 cup of butter. And I know that sounds like such a mission because you've got to measure the butter out and squash it into the cup. Right? I'm just going to switch my camera off so that you can see more. There we go. Okay, so you can see what we're doing.
I cut a little bit.
No. So we have to fill this cup up. Okay, so lots of that and you can fill it up. So just... I'm going to say kids over 8 should be okay to do all of this kind of stuff on their own. Kids under 8 need assistance. Your butter shouldn't be rock hard, so hopefully you've left it out. It's something that I probably should have should have told you all to have taken your butter out, just so that it's not so hard. Rebecca needs to cut bigger pieces. My baby going to be here forever. Let me do it. I'll tell you what. Okay, cut the corner. You don't need to cut slices. You can cut the corner like that. And then... Okay, but, hold on. We need to squash it in here because we need to measure it. Okay. Okay. As you can see, I'm not really the one who's baking today. Rebecca's baking. I'm just assisting her.
What?
You're baking. That's the whole point. Is so that you can show the other kids that they can also bake on their own too. But because you're only 6, I'm assisting you. But you will be baking on your own, basically. And then Sarah Jane will be able to bake on her own because she's going to be 10 this year and she's definitely old enough to be baking by herself. We were baking long before that. Oh, my angel, can I help you there? Because I know you want to cut, but we're going to be here forever with you cutting. You can do all the other measurements, okay? Let's let Mom do it so that we can get it done.
But you said I have to.
No, you're going to. Hold on. But the cutting, you're slicing it. You're slicing it. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a mission. This recipe unfortunately says to do right in. What's the most important thing when you start baking in a kitchen?
I'm putting butter on my hand.
Yeah, but why? What's the most important thing before you start baking? Before you touch any food? Wash hands.
What?
Have you washed your hands?
Yes, that's why I'm.
Yeah, but now you're putting butter all over your hands. Why are you doing that?
To soften the butter.
To soften the butter.
To
Okay. So that's a cup of butter. Yeah, most recipes require you to actually weigh things like this, but this recipe is specific to a cup. Okay, so you want to dig that out and put it in there. Okay.
Well, it's.
I'm going to move you so that you're in the camera view. Okay.
I need a spoon then.
Hey?
I think I need
With
a
a
spoon.
spoon. No, I think it's just stuck. So let's just pop it out.
It's stuck, Mom.
Yeah, because it's butter.
But I think we need a spoon.
No, we don't need a spoon now. Now it's in there. Right. So then...
Crush it.
Okay.
I'm going to crush it.
So
Mom.
you can use it to put that in there like that. Then...
Now I'm going to crush. Wash.
Okay.
Wash.
Then we need a cup of sugar.
Okay.
This you can do, you can measure. You need a cup of sugar. No. So when I say a cup, this is a cup. This is a cup. It says 250 mils. You've got to scoop and shake so that it's, now that's a cup. Okay? Let me see. That's a cup. Now pour that in there.
Now I'm gonna mix and mix.
Okay. So,
Mix.
so we're not going to do this by hand. We're going to actually.
No, I'm gonna quickly mash it.
You're going to mash it. Okay, I'm just going to move that there. Okay, so this can totally, if your butter is soft enough, you can totally do this by hand and mix it. I usually do, but because we live, I want to just speed up the process a bit so that it's not taking forever.
Right.
And it is definitely easier. If I'm making massive batches of cookie dough, I use my machine. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to pop.
Eggs in! Eggs in!
No, we're not doing eggs yet. Not yet. Okay. Cut. So we got to cream. We got to cream our butter and our sugar together. So we're going to press that button down. So you need to put this in first. So we're going to press our button down. So everybody's machine will be different. Okay. Here we go. Put that in there, and then just let it click in place. There we go. And we turn it up to number 4. This way. This way.
Wow.
Not going to go anywhere.
Mommy, can we press like the egg now?
Okay. So, yeah. So I'm just going to stop here so that you can hear me before we carry on. So now once it's creamed, we just want to show them what it looks like. So you just need to cream your eggs, your
Wow.
so that it's nicely mixed. Okay, so that we've mixed it nicely with the butter and the sugar's mixed all in nicely and nice and soft. Okay, no, it's fine. You can push it. Okay, so then what we're gonna do from here? Okay, that's enough there. Okay, so from here we're gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna click.
okay, so from here we're going to we need 1 egg. So you can crack 1 egg.
I know how to crack one egg now.
You know how to crack 1 egg. Okay, try not to get any eggshells in there. That's it. Go throw that in the dustbin. Right, so 1 egg is all you need. Go wash your hands quick.
I did.
Oh, you wash your hands, okay. So you put 1 egg in now and you turn it up to number 4 again. Other way, yes.
Going, go, go, go! Go, go, go!
You're going to use non-stick roller. Okay. So, and then you're going to add, just so you can hear me, then you're going to add, I don't know how much, I can't remember what I said. So originally my recipe calls for a teaspoon of vanilla essence and half a teaspoon of almond essence, but I make it all vanilla. So we're going to do
Half.
7.5 mils of vanilla essence because I go
Why
straight
do you
vanilla.
take the whole egg?
The whole egg? What do you mean? Oh, all of these out? Oh, just because it looks nice.
Mommy, do you want eggs to eat?
No. So we need
Tell
the
me
egg.
when you want to eat the eggs.
Okay, so that's 1 teaspoon, and then we're going to do a half teaspoon. If you've got a 7.5 teaspoon, which I do, but I can't find, use just that one. Okay, pour that in, mix that together.
And mix it up.
Okay, so we want to see, turn it off. So let's show everybody what it should look like. So now your cookie dough should be a little bit softer. So you just want to make sure that everything's getting mixed in nicely.
Now can I mix it now?
Hold on. Mix it what? With your hands?
Yeah.
Not yet. You need to put flour in, remember? So, okay.
Guys, you can see I've done.
You have bangs.
Now.
This is the latest thing. Okay.
So I want to dance now. Now switch it on.
Switch it on
To how it?
to number 4. That was steering.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go.
Okay, so we're then going to need. Hold on. Okay, so then we're going to need. No, not a cup yet. Okay, so then we're going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
I'll do that.
Okay, so how we measure it, this is 1 teaspoon, and I like to do that to make sure it is a teaspoon, because baking is science, and if you put too much of one thing, you will get a different
I'll do it.
reaction. Okay, so
I'll do it.
you want to do it?
I want to do
But yeah, don't mess it out. Okay, you pour that in. But okay, yeah, put that back in there. You don't need to push it in deep. You just want to take. You just want to touch the flour. Hold on. Look, you haven't actually put it in, so let's put it in nicely. Okay.
Now?
And now just mix it quickly.
Okay. Tip number 4.
Number 4.
1, 2, 4. Go, go, go.
Okay. Not for long. Okay. So no, because we're going to start adding the flour now, babe. Okay. If you've just joined us and you are baking with us, please say hello so that we know you're there, and please ask questions, and yeah, let us know where you are from and if you are baking with us. And if you do, please take some pictures and post them on my Facebook page. It would be really awesome to see that you've baked along with us. Right, so just to see some people have joined us, so how's it? Just so that you know, what we've done so far is that we've creamed our butter and our sugar together until it was nice and mixed together. Then we've added our vanilla essence and our egg and beat that up until it was nice, to a nice consistency. We've just added our 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and we're now going to start adding our 3 cups of cake flour. Because it's cookies, we do not need to sift our flour. Okay.
Now,
So what we're going to do, okay, you're going to come do this, yeah. So I'm going to show you. We're going to do the same thing as we did with the baking powder, where we take a big thing, and then so that it levels off, and then we're going to pop that in. We're going to do one. Sorry, we're going to do one. Sorry, I just need to
we do it 1.
What we're going to, we need 3 cups of flour. Wait. But we need to add it 1 cup at a time, because it's going to get thicker and thicker. Okay, so we can add that 1 cup in. Right? And then we're going to mix. So Rebecca, switch it on to number 4. No, not yet. Switch on now, let it mix. Get your next cup ready. That's it. Perfect, baby. That's it. No. Yes, we're doing 1 cup at a time. Okay, we want to show everybody what it's starting to look like. Okay, so you can see now it's starting to combine nicely. Before you add the next cup, we just want to make sure that everything is mixing properly. So just make sure that you push on the sides to get all the flour in. Because like if your mix is like mine mixes around here and then pushes everything on the side here, and then this doesn't get mixed. So just make sure that you are pushing everything on the side. Oopsie.
Now?
You can put that in. Okay, so we're going to do push in this cup. And then we've got 1 more cup after this. Can I put it on, Rebecca?
No, I want to do it.
You want to put it on? Right? And then you can measure out. So what you'll start to see now is that your flour is getting quite thick. Oh. Okay, and we measured out one last cup.
Yes.
Okay, so from here, we're going to stop mixing with the mixer, and we're going to mix with our hands. So
Don't you forget this?
No, we're going to put that in there now, but we're going to do it by hand now. Okay. So just make sure all your cookie dough mixture is off. You can pop that inside there. Let's just move that out the way. Okay. Now we're going to start
mixing it up.
Okay, hold on. You need to move over so that that you're in the camera.
I do like this kind of thing. And I really like it, so
Do you want to get your bigger stool?
Yes.
Go get your bigger stool. I think you left it in my bedroom. Okay, so just make sure that you have a fairly big tabletop space to be working in. Okay. You're now going to pull up your sleeves. You're going to pull up. Hold on, let me turn this.
I do like eating this.
You do like eating it, but it's not recommended that you eat raw cookie dough. Do you know why?
Why?
Because there's a raw egg in there. That's why.
But I still like it like
I know. Okay, so now we're going to mix it in nicely with our hands. We're going to mix and mix and mix until all the flour is incorporated in there. Okay, so you're going to be mixing and mixing and mixing.
I'm going to give it half and I'm going to give
No, oh,
half.
what are you doing?
I'm doing half and half. So I'm going to...
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing it.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a bowl for both of us.
Okay. I know what she's doing. Okay, obviously normally you would just mix this, okay? But this is quite a lot for one little girl to be mixing. So we're gonna do a half and half, which is also fine. In the end, it's all gonna get mixed up anyway. So you can actually turn it out like we are turning it out now. Especially if your mixture is quite hard and crumbly. Okay, let's not make a big mess here, babe.
And here's mine.
Okay. All right. So I'm also quite short, so I'm needing to be on a stool as well. That's why I asked Rebecca to get her stool. So we're both on stools because you kind of need your height to be kneading.
Mommy height.
Okay. So we're going to knead our cookie dough until we mix all the flour in. Okay, you need to push down like this, back. Push with your palms of your hands.
Can you do my one? And I will do yours.
Okay, so I'll take over with that one. And then you can have that one where you mix and mix and mix. Okay? It is crumbly at first. It is different because it's cold. It's going to seem like it's not right. It's because the butter is not melting in your cookie dough. But in summer, it'll come out possibly a little bit softer because of the butter being hot. But we're just going to mix it. Until we...
I do like eating this.
Yeah, but you're not going to eat it.
Why? Like, really eating
The cookie dough.
This is not a little bit.
Do you want to just taste, make sure it's tasting okay?
Good.
Is it good? Okay. Right, so it is not advised that you eat cookie dough because you have put a raw egg in there.
But Mama, our egg is not very raw. Because I just tasted it and it's not very raw right now.
The egg is not cooked. It's the reason why. And I understand why, but at the same time I don't get it because like bodybuilders and that eat raw eggs. So I don't know. So as you can see what this one's starting to look like now, it's incorporated quite nicely. And it almost like feels wet now. But it's not sticking. But it's not sticking. Hold on. Let me move. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Let me take all of that. So as you can see, what I've done is I've rolled it and rolled it until we've picked up every little bit of flour on our tabletop here. So yeah, it's just a little bit of elbow grease.
I'm making a perfect bowl.
And mixing and stuff like that.
I'm making a
So,
perfect bowl.
That's the bowl that Rebecca's going to work with. This one I'm going to cling wrap and pop back in. I'm going to put it into the deep freeze so that we can use it at another time for when I need more cookies to be made. Perfectly fine to do that, where you can, because it makes quite a bit. You can cling wrap it, put it into a Ziploc bag, and then you can put it in the. If you feel like you're only going to make so many today, but you want to make some more on the weekend, you can leave it in the fridge. It's good in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. Otherwise, in the deep freeze for as long as, like 6 months if you wanted, and you can take it out and let it thaw out and then make some more cookies. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to cling wrap this one up so that I can pop it in the deep freeze. Okay, so that one will go back into the deep freeze. Right. Keep that in your hands while I clean. So just clean your tabletop. Right. So we're going to start rolling our cookies and cutting it. Careful that it doesn't land up on the floor like that, Rebecca, because you're throwing it.
Like it.
Okay.
Like the basketball.
You're not going to need more flour to roll and stuff like that. If you do that, you will dry out your cookie dough.
Can I put that?
Not yet, no, because this is wet. So you're going to see we roll our cookie dough between a plastic sheet. I'll show you now. So what I have is you have these tablecloths that are made of plastic.
What?
It's a tablecloth like we've got on a big table.
Okay.
that we use, and we roll our cookie dough between this. If you don't have something like this, which is more than likely what you don't have, you can do it between two large pieces of cling wrap. So if you take a big piece of cling wrap and then you put your cookie dough in, and then
Really yummy.
the reason for this is, one, so that you're not going to use flour, really. Maybe a little bit so that it doesn't stick to here, but not a lot, because you don't want to dry out your cookie dough. And then two, the reason for this is to stop the cracking. You will get a nice smooth rolling out if you do it this way. I just want to show you what it looks like if you had to roll it straight without it being between cling wrap or whatever. Let me see. So when you roll it, if you did it without, so what's going to happen, as you can see, the cookie dough is going to crack.
Leftover, I really like.
Okay. So what happens is that it sticks to here, and it starts to crack and stuff. Although now it will start to. Yeah. Okay. But if we use it between this, it will then smooth out quite nicely. I'll show you now. So when you lift this up, it comes out beautifully smooth.
Yeah, can I do it?
And we haven't.
Can you give me my cutter, please?
Yeah, but you need to roll it out some more.
But I don't want to.
You can't have it that thick.
But
I know, that's why. Okay, so I'm going to roll it for you, and then you can cut. Now is the time to switch on your oven to 150 degrees.
I'm going to go and do it.
So 150, Rebecca. So you put it on.
What?
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Let me show you what Rebecca's doing. Okay,
Where's
So-
the one?
over here, you turn that to 150. Okay, to your mom's finger, and then you turn this one on, no, not up, there. Okay, leave it there. Okay, then you turn that one to there. Okay, now the oven is on. Yes, you see the light on? Right. Okay.
And
Let's
can
get back
I
to
have
this.
the leftovers?
Can you have the leftovers? Oh, Rebecca. Okay. So I prefer to, if you've been watching me and following me, you'll know that I prefer to bake at 150 for longer, as opposed to, you don't cut it yet.
I can't cut it.
Okay, let's see. So we're going to just,
I can't wait to cut it off.
so this also, the beauty of doing this in between two sheets like this is that you can actually just push it like this. So you want your cookie dough to be around about 3 mils thick. You don't want them super thick because it is going to rise. It's got baking powder in it, so it will rise. This way also, the way I'm doing it now, you kind of get it more even. You can roll it, but make sure that you're flat and you're even, you know, not thicker here and thinner here or whatever, or else you're going to have uneven cookies. So,
We're not making a lot of cookies.
no, we're not making lots of cookies today.
So we're making only one batch?
No, we're doing a half a batch because we still want to ice them. That's why we're not making a lot. So you can see, I just want to see if you can see it. Can you see it's not that thick? So that's about how much you want. If you've been pedantic, you can get a ruler and see. Then you want that over the whole thing. Okay? Right. So then you want to cut your cookies. What do we need? Doodlebug. We need a tray, and then you're going to put some baking paper on the tray so that we can put our cookies onto the baking tray. So I'm going to just quickly put some baking paper on there while Rebecca cuts. Try not to get fingerprints in, my babe. rolling and cutting the cookies can be quite time consuming. So that's why I generally have my cookie dough mixed and everything, and I pretty much cut, and then I only put my oven on to actually start baking. Hi, Dad. More treats for you. Are you watching? Are you watching?
Not only you,
Oh,
Dad.
okay. I'm just asking because there are
Not
viewers.
only you, Daddy.
Okay, so
Can you give me a knife, Mom?
if you have one of these nifty little spatulas, then you can use that. So, careful. So just lift it all very gently. There we go. But careful your rainbow. So you can use any cookie cutter that you want, you know, whatever you fancy to thing. Rebecca specifically decided to do rainbows because it goes in line with her YouTube. Because you're just holding it and you're not picking it up with both hands.
May I have that?
We'll roll some more. Okay. So just be careful with handling it. Okay, can I just show everyone how you should do it? Can I show you how to do it? No, we're going to make as many cookies as this dough makes. You only want 2 cookies. Okay? So if you pick it up nicely with a knife or one of these, and then you can hold it like that
I just want
to get it in onto your tray so that you don't break it.
one bag.
This is half a batch. You're only going to have two cookies. Okay, then I'll roll and cut for you quick. You want me to do it? Then it does. She gets super impatient. It's not even one batch, Rebecca. It's half a batch. You only want 4 cookies. Huh? You only want to do 4 cookies. Why? No, you only have to ice as whatever you want today. You don't have to ice all of them. Okay, come. So, yeah, Rebecca gets super impatient. So, you're putting it and breaking it, my baby. Come, let me do it quickly for you because you're getting impatient. Ah, you see? Okay, come. You move over so that I can do it quickly. That's only a little tiny bit.
Only a little bit, Mama.
No more. Okay. My child in this cookie dough. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly do this for her. Again, this is the joys of the 6-year-old because she loses this for her, you know, is a lot of work. So we're just gonna try and make it. This is also why I said we're only gonna do half a batch because I knew that this would happen. She likes making the cookie dough and
Mom,
you know being able to feel and touch it.
Leftovers, can I have some?
What? To eat? Stop, you're moving the camera, babe. Oh, okay, yeah. So, let's get these cookies on the tray. So yeah, you'll keep rolling and cutting until you have finished all your cookie dough. Generally at the end of whatever's left over, and I can't make anything out of the last little bit of cookie dough, I let Rebecca eat. So, so what I like to do is I like to roll it out to the what I want, and then I try and get as many cookies as I can in this little piece. So I will try and, you know, like a puzzle. so we can get as many as we can in here.
The best. The last bit is mine.
Underneath that blue cloth there, babe. I didn't mean to, it just happened that way. I just know that I put your wallet there. What you doing? Okay. Okay, and then yeah, Rebecca's got an assessment at 12:30. So. Okay. So let's just let's pick up our little cookies. So when you're placing them on your I don't know if you can see, so when you're placing them on your tray, make sure that you've got some space so that they don't bleed into each other when they are so that no, Rebecca, don't do it, it's making noise. Making noise. Making noise, you. So
Daddy!
so you want some space between them so that
Don't forget, get those stickers.
what stickers? No, he's not going there.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So we yeah, we're not going, that's not going there, it's going to the jumbo. And then he's going to the pharmacy to go get some Maprodol. Okay, so you can see, I'll show you now. So we're gonna place them nicely so that you've got a gap in between and a decent gap for when they bake.
All the stuff was done. I want to
So that when they bake, because they will, so the the sugar cookie dough is specific so that it will keep its shape. You don't need to refrigerate this cookie dough. There's some cookie dough that they say you must put it in the fridge before you actually use it. This particular recipe is not necessary. It will keep its shape. It will expand a little bit, but not a lot. But it does keep its shape. Yeah, so, and then I hope like you've got some food coloring. I use gel food coloring to make to color my icing, but yeah, I'll speak about the non-food gel coloring.
That's not enough, Mom. That will be enough
Enough for what?
for the cookies.
Oh, of course it was. You're not going to eat all of that. It will make you sick. It will make you sick. That's the reason why you're not allowed to. You shouldn't be eating cookie dough because the egg is raw and it can make you sick. Okay. As nice as it tastes, it's not. It's okay to have a taste here and there, but you can't sit and just eat raw cookie dough.
Okay. We just need one more. Mommy, we just need one more cookie.
I'll probably get another one out of the last lot.
What?
Yeah.
No, you won't. You can't.
Who says? We do not waste, and I know you want to eat all the cookie dough, but you can't eat all the cookie dough.
I don't want more. It's tiny, tiny, tiny.
It's not tiny, tiny, tiny. Watch me. I think we can get at least one more cookie out.
And then I am gonna have the last
And then while we've got our cookies in the oven, we're going to make our royal icing. But you need to just keep an eye on your cookies. Probably need to cook them for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how hot your oven gets. So always keep an eye on it, and make sure you can smell what's going on. If you smell it, then you know something's happening. Okay. I'm terrible in that I don't really bake to time. I bake to my nose, and I will bake and bake until I can smell it. And if I can smell it, then I know it's pretty much ready or almost ready. I do the same with my cake.
Okay, it's ready. Just finish up that one.
So we've got 2 rainbows out.
Okay, Mom. Get them all. We have to get the oven ready.
The oven is ready. Okay.
And Miss Reese is having a scrubby wrap. Mario's scrubby wraps on her back.
Okay. So this is not in,
That's
this is enough cookie dough to probably do a small cookie cutter, but Rebecca's wanting it, so she's going to eat it. Oh, now she's just being a piggy. Okay.
Open
So
the oven.
hold it nicely. Please be careful with the hot oven. Right, where are you going?
Can you open the
This
oven?
way. Woo. Let's show what you're doing. And then in this, your tray must be in the center. The tray must be in the center, and we can put our cookies in on the center level. Close it in.
And then we
I'm gonna
wait.
say no. We're gonna make some royal icing now. We're gonna make the icing so that you can ice your cookies. I'm gonna say you're probably looking at roughly 10-15 minutes before your cookies will be ready. You're looking for a golden brown, not burnt, specifically a golden brown on the base of your cookie. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe up here, and then we're going to get
We
on.
know how to make icing already. We made a lot of icing a lot of time.
Yeah, but today we're making royal icing. So what you need for your royal icing is that you need 4 egg whites. It's also going to make a lot of icing. You can, yeah, you'll have a lot left over. So my suggestion is to put some in a tub. Also completely freezable. So my suggestion is to put some into a tub, whatever's left over, to put it into a tub with a little bit of cling film on the top. I'll show you how. No, stop doing it. Now you're just being a big. With a little bit of cling film on top so that it doesn't form a crust, because you don't want your royal icing to form a crust, because then it'll get hard and then you won't be able to pipe with it. Can you behave, or else I'm taking it away? Okay, so we're going to use the mixer. You can definitely do this without a mixer, but then it'll be forever. So it's better to just use the mixer. You're going to need 4 egg whites. If you are using actual eggs, I'm going to show you how to crack an egg and separate it.
Mom, I'm gonna crack the egg.
No, okay. So no, I have egg whites. Because I use a lot of royal icing, I buy egg whites only in a bottle, because then I have leftover egg yolks and I have no time for leftover egg yolks. I don't make copious amounts of lemon curd and all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do, so I always use egg, I buy bottled egg whites, and that's what I use because of the amount of, I use it for my gum paste and I use it for my royal icing and a whole lot of other stuff. So, but you at home will not have done that. So I'm going to show you how to, so you're going to need four eggs, and I'm going to show you how to do a quick and easy way of splitting it. Okay, you're going to crack your egg on the side. You're going to get a bowl, you're going to crack your egg, and then you're going to try and open it gently so that you keep your shell. And what you're going to do is you're going to allow the egg white to fall through the cracks. I have tried all those other weird and wonderful methods of letting it roll between your fingers and all that, and this is still the best way to do it without cracking your egg yolk. It will not work if your egg yolk goes into here. So you don't want egg yolk. So you're just going to gently, if you need help, call mom or dad to help. They'll know how to do it as well. And you'll just keep on doing it like that until all your egg white has pulled away from the egg yolk and gone into there. You will then take this egg yolk and save it for something else, or feed it to your, cook it up for your dog, which is what we're going to do. We're going to cook it. I'm going to put it into another bowl, and I'm going to cook it up for my doggie because she likes egg.
Yeah, it's for Sweetie, our little pup.
Okay, so we'll cook that one up, but we need 4 egg whites. So you're going to have to do that 4 times. I'm just going to add.
It's okay.
So I'm actually just going to use my egg white that I get in a bottle. So that's 30 mils of egg whites is 1 egg. So I've got 2 egg whites here. That's 2.
Sweetie is good.
Sweetie is good. And I'm just going to do a half a cup, half of this cup for 4 egg whites. Okay. So you need to use your whisker of your attachment. We're gonna pop in egg whites in here. Are you baking or not? You are distracted. Okay, so you're not going to beat this for a long time. You're not going to make it fluffy or anything like that. You're just going to beat it until it's just like broken down. Okay? And then
we're going to cook it. The egg for my little Sweetie Blue.
So we're going to measure out 400 grams of icing sugar. Sift your icing sugar. Please make sure you sift your icing sugar. Sorry, Rebecca. Okay, come. So we're sifting as we're measuring. You're going to mess if you go too fast. Okay. So it's going to fall out the top. So as we're sifting, we're measuring, and we're going to do 400 grams.
Can I don't cook Sweetie there?
No.
Why?
No, I'll cook it for her for dinner tonight. So this consistency that you're going to get from your icing sugar, from your royal icing now, this exactly the amounts that we have,
yes,
is going to be perfect for icing your cookies. Who was that? What was that? Okay, so come. Okay, so where's your spoon? Okay. Okay, so you're going to spoon it in there nicely. Turn it onto 4.
Turn it on to 1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
You can feed it through there and try not to mess. Don't mess. Okay? Keep an eye on your cookies. Okay, you're going to do that. I'll be back. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. It is freezing, 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 freezing. Apparently there's snow somewhere on the mountains. Super freezing here in Cape Town after having a whole day and night of rain.
Stuff in this.
Yeah?
But then-
Messing it.
No.
Oh, okay. That's
I
fine.
am going in this stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, both of my food.
Alright.
Except in this one. It has a little.
Okay, the way Rebecca's doing it can take a very long time. But yeah, just keep adding your icing sugar. You don't need to do it super slowly like this. You just keep adding it little by little. And I'm not going to suggest chucking it all in because then it doesn't come out the same.
So I'm
have
doing
tried
it like this because then I don't make
Yeah,
so
it's a
much
match.
stuff.
Okay.
So guys, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. If you want to do this, you can.
Just have a check. You can, take a quick second to check on your cookies. They should be almost done. Depending on your oven, some people's ovens are way hotter than others. So like my oven in particular does bake at a higher temperature, even though it's at 150, it's a lot hotter because it's an old oven. So my suggestion is always 150, pretty safe on that, but then you bake for longer. You doing good? Oh, I'm going to take a picture of you. I'm going to take a picture. Take a selfie.
They're very gentle today. Where the thing has to go.
Okay, but you're baking, right?
So you make a hole and then the mix will know where to go.
Okay.
You know?
So I can smell my cookies now, so I think it's pretty much...
The two ones frozen, and then they'll know, and then they'll know how to do the other ones out whole.
I'm going to say you're probably going to need to give your cookies probably another 2-3 minutes, and then they should be done.
Oh, hey, my spoon got stuck. Guys, did you know how many times I got the spoon stuck and I couldn't get, and I didn't go and it got stuck in there? So, one time. And then, guys, did you know how many times I've made so many sugars? 5 times already. Guys, you know, I made sugar 700 times. Guys, you know how many times I did this? 1 time right now. I'm doing it right now.
What are you doing right now? Messing.
No. Doing this. Oh, is the cookie ready, Mom?
Almost. Not quite. Almost.
Okay.
Almost there.
Because the flour still is in here.
Yeah, we're still going to be doing other things in the meantime because we need our cookies to cool down before we can ice them. Okay? How's the icing looking? Do you want me to finish it off for you or are you going to carry
No,
on?
I'm going to do
What are you going to do?
because I need to get all of this done. Let's go slowly.
Yeah. When you make a snow cake, this is what you'll use. It's so white.
We're not putting any colors in.
Not yet. We'll mix colors now. Okay.
But when
another 6 months away, and you might grow so much by then. No, I can't. I won't be able. Can't make it bigger. I can only make it smaller. Check on your cookies.
Check on your cookies. Well, I'm going to stop this quickly.
Check on your cookies. Yeah, turn it off. There we go. Turn it
Go
off.
check on
Okay.
your cookies right now.
Okay, Rebecca, move. I just want to show everybody. That's what you're looking for, a golden brown. And now I just leave my stove open so that it warms up my kitchen. Is it freezing? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's hold up. Let's do it like this so we don't mess. Okay. So, check on your cookies. I'm pretty sure that your cookies will be
Wait,
ready.
Mommy, look.
Yes, I know. Wait, I'm going to show you what to do. Okay, now we're shouting. Okay. I would say check on your cookies. They should be done if you're cooking along with me. Hold on.
We have to put it
I
on
know.
one.
Hold on. And then put that like that.
Oh.
And then let's just like scoop up what icing is on the
Whoa, that's
counter.
so much icing.
Okay. We need another spatula so we can just clear the side before we mix some
Can
more.
I mix it?
Yeah, I'm going to say now's the time to actually probably take your cookies out. They should be a golden brown, not burnt. We don't want them too hard. We don't want them to be rock hard. We want them nice and soft and delicious.
Mine.
Hold on. Actually, now, you know, I say don't eat cookie dough because of their raw egg, but this is raw egg. So I actually don't understand it. Okay, mix it some more because you see there's some flour in there still. I mean, still sugar in there. You don't need to do that. You can just turn it on.
I'm doing slow.
No, just go nice and fast, babe.
I'm waiting first because I'm seeing if there's no bubbles first.
Okay.
When you go fast, that means I can't see.
Okay, so you should have taken your cookies out by now. I'm pretty sure they should be done if you're baking along with me. Leave them out on your tray. Don't touch them because they are soft at the moment once you've taken them out. And they're one hot and they'll be soft, so don't move them. Let them cool on the tray until they're completely and utterly cool. They will be cooling now while we are busy with our icing and mixing our colors and getting that all prepped and ready. Also in the meantime, while they're cooling, make sure that you keep your workstation clean.
It gets a little softer for me to see.
No, that's perfect now. Okay, you can stop there. Okay.
That's why I was doing that.
Okay. We've mixed in all our icing sugar.
Can I have that thing?
Ooh, not the big blob.
No. What?
Not that big. So just shake it off.
Give it to me.
You're going to be on a sugar high. Okay, now you're getting icing sugar in your head. Okay, move from here so I can clean. Okay, always, this is my rule in my kitchen. You're always washing hands. When you're done with that, Rebecca, I want you to wash your hands.
Look at my lips. Snow lips.
Snow lips.
Snow.
Okay, so my rule in my
I'm a
kitchen.
snow queen.
Hi. Rules of my kitchen is wash your hands before we start. Wash in between all the time as well. Not only are we dealing with a pandemic, but also because we just want a clean and healthy kitchen as well. We don't want to be touching food with dirty hands.
This is my
also-
snow lip.
Also, make sure that you are cleaning up after yourself the whole time.
Now
Why?
lick
So
my
that you
snow
don't have
lip.
this massive cleanup at the end. Okay. There will just be a minor cleanup when you're done. It's just basically washing dishes when you're done. But so we are going to now start prepping our icing to ice our cookies.
If you don't have a cleaner at your house, you guys have cleaned your mess up.
That's true. But we still clean up after ourselves, even though we've got somebody who comes in to clean up after us. Hey, we don't like making a massive mess, because she's got other things that she's supposed to do. Okay, so just take your spatula. So, I'm just going to go get a tub for this. Okay, can you please go wash your hands?
Okay.
Okay, so what I normally do, because this is actually quite a lot for just the little bit of cookies that we've actually made, when icing cookies, it actually doesn't need a lot of icing, but like I say, this is all, you can make a batch like this and then put it in a nice tub. I use these tubs, they're awesome. And then you just put a little bit of cling film on top so that it doesn't form a crust. And put the lid on, and you can pop it in the deep freeze. Lasts forever. And then you can, you know, when you can have made your cookie dough and icing like this, pop it all in the deep freeze if you don't want to do so much. And then when you're ready to do it again, well done. You want to dry it?
I didn't dry it.
Did you? And your face, you've got icing all over your face. So this actually may be a little bit too thick now that I'm looking at it, because it's not. So for cookie icing, you want it at a runny consistency, not super runny, but it needs, so this is starting to hold its shape, which is not actually what I wanted to do. So it's probably going to be a little bit too thick, so we're going to thin it down a bit. If yours is not thick like this, then that's fine. I'm going to show you what the consistency is that we are needing to get it right, so that when you icing, it actually runs smoothly, so that you're not having to fiddle with your cookie icing too much.
This is for me.
Okay, so what you would do is that you would put a piece of cling wrap. So I already have a batch, you can see, and I've pushed it down gently on the top of the icing like this, and that stops it from forming that hard crust. This kind of icing, you do not want it to get that hard crust at all. If you need to pipe and you have that hard crust, because generally this icing is used for finicky kind of tiny, very thin kind of work, like lace art and all that kind of stuff. And obviously when you're cooking, you icing your cookies, you don't want big thick lumps coming through your nozzles, because you'll be using a thin nozzle, or you'll be cutting a small. We use, yes? Huh? Oh. Okay. We use disposable icing bags that we get from the Chinese shop. They are amazing for doing what we're going to do today. So because you don't need different kinds of nozzles or anything like that, you just need one small little hole to ice your cookie. Especially for the kids, they just do icing and sprinkles and that kind of stuff. They don't do anything cake artish or whatever. If you do, then you'll need nozzles and that. But then again, if you're using small thin nozzles, you don't want hard crusty pieces coming through, because it will block everything up. So make sure that you don't keep cling wrap on it at all times when you're not using it. So it can go exactly like this into the deep freeze.
Mommy, where I put these stuff, these are where I had the best days.
Oh wow, okay. Right, so come, are we going to mix colors, babe? What are we mixing? So, another thing I'm going to say. Okay, another thing I'm going to say if your icing is as thick as mine right now, and you do not have gel colors, and you're using, don't do that, you're going to slip and fall. If you're using the Moya's liquid food colorings, I'm going to say stick to this and don't make it thinner, because that will make it thinner. I use gels because my gels don't change the consistency of my icing, but those liquid Moya's,
super clean.
these ones,
I'm making this very clean.
if you've gone and bought, if you've got this kind of food coloring in, it's very, very liquid, very liquid. So you're going to use a little bit of it, and it will thin this out. So you won't need to add water. So for me, I'm going to add water, a little bit of water to get my consistency correct, and I'll use my gels because it doesn't change the consistency. But again, most households go and buy this from the normal grocery store, and this is what you get at the grocery store, which is this very liquidy, generally it's Moya's, liquid kind of food coloring. So you're more than welcome to use it, but then yeah, just watch the consistency. If it lands up that you use more of this liquid in here, and now your icing is too runny, you'll probably have to add more sifted icing sugar to thicken it up just a little bit. Okay, so what should be happening now is that you should be able to, your cookies are cooling down, and if you like us, we are freezing, so it is cooling down quite fast, which is awesome, which means that we're going to be able to decorate and everything at the same time. Can you go pick your colors?
Where?
There, from the tub. Go pick your colors. How many colors do you want?
Maybe
4 colors. Okay. So we're going to do 4 colors because we have a rainbow. Okay, so what I do is I always have everything in like this, in a big tub like this, and then I just scoop out a certain amount of teaspoons. So I'm going to say probably around about, for the amount of cookies that we've got, and we're doing 4 different colors, probably 3 teaspoons per color. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is actually, it's quite a lot. So we're going to scoop out 3 teaspoons per color. Maybe just 3 colors with white. Maybe 3 colors, 4 colors. You're going to do 4. No. It's too. The cookie's not big enough for 5 colors. You can decorate however you like. Honestly, you can just do 1 color. You can do, whatever you want. This is the whole thing with the kids, is that you can do, you can do anything you like. And you let them do whatever they want. So normally, in my DIY cookies in a box, I do 4 colors. Shelly, you ask first.
Yeah, I don't know. You say no. That's
No, I've got. This is white. So that's why I said just pick the colors that you want for your rainbow, and then we've already got white. Because this is white. Okay. How many colors have you got? 4 colors. Okay. So Rebecca's picked 4 colors for her rainbow, and then we're going to do white. And we'll do white for... and then we'll do white for her clouds. Okay.
And I'm writing all the numbers.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to mix colors without having to use 50,000 teaspoons. Oh, can I get some cling wrap?
2.
Sorry. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm just going to cling wrap this.
2.
Where did my scissors go?
4.
Okay, again, you just push it down. I'm gonna lift it up just now for white so we can get some white. But actually for her clouds, I'm gonna leave the consistency thick like this. I think it'll look quite cool.
4 plus 2 is 16.
Okay. So again, we use these. There's 100 in a pack. Last for ages. So we're going to need 4 of these, 5 of these actually, because we need our whites. So 1 for each color, and then 1 for our whites that we're going to use.
I'm going to do 5.
Okay. Are you going to mix your colors? So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you. We're going to go yellow, orange, pink, and purple. The reason why we're going to go in that way of mixing is you'll see yellow will never, if you have a touch of yellow in orange, you're not going to see it. If you have a touch of orange in the pink, you're not going to see it. And if you have a touch of pink in the purple, you're not going to see it. So you can use the same spoon for everything without needing to wash it, and so that you don't have 1,000 spoons. Okay.
Writing the numbers up.
Can I mix for you?
I will just pour it in.
Pour what in? The colors? You want to, oh, okay, I've already done yellow, so you do the others. Okay. I'm going to just switch my camera off so you can see what we're doing here. Okay. So I've already done the yellow, but I want to show you what the consistency is going to be like. So this is too thick. Do you see how it's, can you see it with the yellow? I'm trying to get the light. Okay. Can you see how it's holding its shape? That is too thick. Okay. You don't want it to be holding its shape. So I'm going to get a little bit of water. So normally I would use a syringe, whatever, one of those, but I'm just going to use a tiny little spoon because I don't want too much water in here. So I'm actually only going to add it very little at a time. Is this a new one? No, that's a new one. There's another one. There's another purple that's really open.
Why do you want? No, this is not purple.
That,
That one.
I mean, this was also new. It's closed up. So there's a pink and a purple there. The pink and purple that's there is open.
Oh, can I open it?
No, I don't want to open them yet. We wait for it to be the other ones to be finished. Okay.
Then why are those ones open?
Because these are old ones. So I want you to go get the old pink and purple. That's
Oh, I get it.
okay. So again, if you're using the liquid coloring, you won't need to do what I'm doing right now to thin it out. You're touching it by your hand. Your other hand. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
pink.
Pink and purple. So I need to add more water. I'm going to add two more scoops of water, and that should bring it right. Yes, it is. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that consistency is totally changed. So you need it to be running. Okay. It has to be running like that, or else it's not going to work for your icing. Okay. Because you're going to be flooding. So Rebecca's going to do. I'm going to ice 1 or 2 cookies so that I can show you how to ice properly. If you want to know how to ice.
Finished, Mom.
No, it's not finished. Well, why did you turn that off?
Okay, that when I pushed it, it's not going.
Okay. So you want your
See, Mom?
I don't know how dark you want your pink.
I
Okay,
don't
so you want your consistency to be running like that.
Here
Okay.
you go.
So then it's not really holding shape, and that's what you want for icing cookies. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to pop all the yellow. Oh, I wanted to do icing as well. I'm going to need bags as well, or else I can't. You know, Rebecca does things. Or can I just share your bags? Can I share your bags with you?
What's that?
These ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to do separate bags. Okay. You're going to let me share. Okay. So I can show you. Alright. So you're going to just spoon it into your bag. I can't find the elastics. Okay. So we normally put elastics on the end here because it helps for most kids, if they don't know how to, actually not even just for kids. Anyway, if you can't, like I'm so used to piping that I don't use an elastic. I know how to hold the bag properly so that I don't squeeze icing out the top. But with these kind of bags and stuff, it's actually easier just to you tie the end. So what we do, well, we're not going to scoop it yet. I need to mix. So this one, you either just tie it or you can use an elastic band to do the same thing.
I want to mix it.
Okay, but you need to mix orange next, not pink. So mix that one. Okay. So you want it to be nice and chubby like this, so that when you're holding it, you're going to hold it like that and ice properly. Okay, so that you're squeezing from the top and not from, if you squeeze from the bottom, it's going to shoot out the top. It's also the reason why we tie it, but you squeeze like you're going to hold it like that, so that you're squeezing from the top down. Okay, I need to add water to it. Now you've gone right off camera. Okay? So we're going to add some more. I'm going to do the same. Add water. It was 3 scoops of water to make it thin. Again, if you're using the Moya's liquid colors, you probably won't need to do what I'm doing right now. You've got to mix it properly, babe.
I'm gonna put it
You want to scoop it. Okay, hold on. Are you happy with this orange, or do you want it brighter?
I'm gonna use this one.
You're happy with this orange?
Yeah, it's enough. Let me that.
Okay, but you must mix nicely.
It's enough now.
Nicely.
It is.
Okay, and then you're going to scoop it in. So what you can do is you can use your thumb to do that. Yeah, but you just use your thumb, don't close it. But just scoop it in. Or you
Don't
Okay.
let my thumb do that.
don't make your thumb do that. Okay, while Rebecca's doing that, I'm gonna just get some other stuff that we need. You're gonna need some paper towel. I'm pretty sure everyone will have paper towel. You don't have to have a paper towel, it just helps for being clean. You can also use a paper plate. Perfectly fine to use a paper plate for this as well. And get yourself a toothpick as well. Can I help you?
No, it's almost finished.
You want to get all the icing out, eh? Not just some. I want you to scoop every little bit because we don't want to waste.
Mom! The icing's finished. I need you.
Oh, okay. So just when you are doing this,
I just need.
okay, hold on. Let me just scoop it all out. Sorry, you can see I'm pedantic about certain things. I think when you're having to bake for customers and stuff like that, I kind of just do things in a certain way. Okay, then you can mix the pink. It's not going to affect your color. No, you need to do pink and you do purple last. Okay, so just be careful when you. Okay, can I show you how to hold this bag? I'm going to show you something. You're going to hold the corner like that, the thing, and you're going to pull the bag so that it goes over your whole hand so that it's not crumpled up, and then you can hold it nicely. If you don't have any piping bags, hi, welcome to those who've joined us. I can see that someone's joined us. if you have no piping bags, okay, you can use. Oh, and you can put water in there, babe. Put it's too quick. 1, 2,
How many?
3. Okay, so this one, add 3 of these fruits, okay, when you do the purple. And mix it nicely, not half-hearted. Nicely. No, because you don't want water running out your bag. Please, if you do add water like I'm doing now, make sure it's mixed in properly and it's not half-hearted. It must be mixed properly. Okay, here we go.
We've been in this house for like long.
Okay, so if you don't have any piping bags, what you can use is you can use a Ziploc bag, and you fill it up into the corner of your Ziploc bag. Do I have one? Yeah, I just want to show how you can do. Let me get a clean.
Those are clean.
No.
I'm doing clean.
Okay. So, want me to do it? Okay. So, let me finish mixing. Just make sure we've got all of it in there. Okay. Three scoops of a tiny bit of water. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so what you're going to do, if you don't have piping bags, and you don't have these cheap piping bags, no, I should have shown you this at the start, sorry. Okay, if you don't have, you can get normal little cheapy Ziploc bags, and what you'll do is that you'll hold your piping bag the same way. You'll pipe it into the corner of your piping bag. So you'll put all your icing in so that it's in the same, you can see it's in the same shape and everything. You push it into the corner, and then you can also tie it up. You want to try it this way?
I want to put all of them in the same.
No. We've already done that, so I'm not doing it again. But you want to try it with this one?
Yeah.
So we can show them? So,
My deal with it.
okay. Let's just mix it properly. So you're gonna do it, so yeah. So just like your piping bag where you've got the corner coming down.
Yes. I got it.
Okay. So you're gonna hold it just like that. Okay. And then you're gonna put it in there. And do the same thing. Oopsie. Okay. So what you can do, so Rebecca's getting that run thing. Hold on, I'm going to show you how to do it. You scoop it off the edge so that it doesn't run like that. Okay.
Very softer than those ones.
You think it's runnier than the others?
No, it's softer.
Oh, okay. What's this? Yes.
And the other ones are not.
Yeah, no, they're not. But it's fine. This is just, if you don't have piping bags, you can do it this way. Okay. Oh, that doesn't help. if you can't see what she's doing. Okay. Right.
Wait, I'm still
Okay.
small.
We done? I think that's good.
No, it's still a
You,
little.
oh, now you've been for dance like mom.
Some more on the side.
Okay. Alright, okay, that's enough. Right. So, we're going to do exactly the same thing. So you can see it's now just like a piping bag, except with the Ziploc bag. Okay? Same thing, you will tie it up.
But it's tiny, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because it's not in the shape. So it's as good as it's going to get. So we're going to do the same thing. You're going to tie it. Oh, okay. Where you okay, you're going to move over there? Okay. Right.
I'm going to do...
You're going to work there and I'm going to work here.
But Mom, you have to do the same order under. Oh, good. Then...
What?
You have to do the same order under.
Oh, do I have to do the same as you? Okay.
Yeah, then it will be like the rainbow, like in my rainbow high, like that.
Okay.
So it has to be the same.
Okay. Okay.
You have to copy it like me.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. So your tie will put elastic in here, exactly the same. I'm just worried about it sweating out there.
These are cool down.
Are they
Mom.
cold? They should be cold.
Tomato.
Should be
That's
cold.
why I said they'll cool down.
I'm going to suggest that you probably need elastic here rather than tying it, because I'm worried about it popping through the top and coming undone.
Beep, beep,
It's just
beep.
I can't find my tub of elastics that I normally use, so that's why I'm just tying.
Beep, beep.
Oh, okay. So we only need. So your cookies should be looking like that, beautiful golden brown. So we only need. How many cookies are you going to do?
I'm gonna do like you do half, I do half.
Okay.
So I'll do like this much. One, two. On the side, and then
I've got 6. How many have you got? 6. And one for you and one for me. Okay. So don't throw this baking sheet away. Because as you are icing, you're going to put them back on here to dry.
Yeah. Okay, let's go cut them.
Okay. Wait, and then we're going to do white last. Hey, because it's your clouds on the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cut them up.
So what color are we starting with first? Are we doing sprinkles?
Yeah.
Are we?
Give me the scissors. I'll show you which one I cut, and that's the one.
No, okay, let
I
me.
did.
So, can I please cut so that we can make sure it's a small hole?
So
Rebecca?
we first starting with orange.
No, not so big. Okay.
And then we're gonna start with yellow, then purple, then pink.
So we're gonna go that way, and that way. Is that how we're going?
Yes.
Okay.
And now
So you don't want a big hole, okay, at all. So you're gonna cut a really small hole. Maybe just check it to see if it's too tiny, if it's not flowing nicely. Don't know if you can see that it's popping out already. Ready to go?
yeah, get your cookie.
Okay,
Mom.
small. Well, I can only do when you're done. So I'll cut the holes. So a really, really tiny one to keep control. If it is too big, you're not going to have much control. Okay? I've never really worked with one that's in a Ziploc bag, so this is going to be interesting.
Do you know?
Yeah. Okay. But now, how thin are you going to? How many are you going to do? Don't you need to do maybe do a double line?
Yeah, we are.
Because how many
We're
times?
gonna do a double line.
Okay,
Double,
okay.
double.
So apparently I'm having to copy. Okay, so you're going to hold it gently. Okay, make sure that this is clean all the time. And you're going to, with a steady hand, and not on top of the cookie, you're actually going to pull it up. It makes it actually easier, strangely enough,
Do
to
yellow,
pull.
please.
And I will. You do your thing, I will copy you as you go. Okay. So I'm just going to do a double line.
Whoa.
You will see that it will run into each other.
Whoa. That looks so cool.
So I'm just making my rainbow sections a little bit thicker than Rebecca, because I think Rebecca's going to end up doing extra rainbows. So what should be happening when you're icing is that as you're icing, you'll see that your icing is actually
Whoa, look.
it's flowing
It's
into
like
it.
that,
It's
it looks-
flowing into each other, and you actually won't see each stripe. Is it working nicely?
Yes. It's
Okay.
working.
If your hole is too small, by all means, make it a little bit bigger.
Then you
But
can-
rather go a little bit at a time than not. Excuse me. You are into me. No. And again, you can ice your cookies depending on the cookie cutter that you have done. Ice any colors that you want. In the orange, what is it? Purple first. Okay. This is going to be interesting for me because this feels weird.
It's good.
Hey, does it feel weird, Rebecca? We're not used to this.
I'm gonna.
So you can actually do each color and leave it to dry if you want. So we're doing it so that we are not getting you can see the colors are separate, but they all flat with each other. You could do one color and leave it to dry, and one color to leave it to dry. I'm going to actually show you how that works and see what the effect looks like.
Look at my rainbow, guys.
Oh, and you want some sprinkles? So you can use anything that you want, Smarties, sprinkles, this is your thing, make it fun, whatever you like. So we're going to leave that to dry before, we're going to do the white last on ours because we don't want the white, mixing in with
But mine went on the
Yeah.
tray now.
okay. We don't want the white mixing in with our colors. So we're going to leave it to dry. I must have put sprinkles on. Also, one thing, if you are doing sprinkles and stuff, when it's wet like this, now is the time to put it on. You cannot leave it to dry and then try and put it on because they won't stick. Okay? So now would be the time to put your sprinkles on if you are doing sprinkles or Smarties or whatever, depending on what you are doing. I just want to take some photos of my child doing this.
I think I don't need to do a double this time.
Hmm?
I think I don't need to do a double
Oh,
this
you don't need to do a double this time.
time. Mom, aren't you gonna do it?
I'm just taking some pictures. I'm just taking some pictures. I'm being moaned at.
Do you cookie?
Okay, I'm gonna do my cookie. I'm gonna show them how to do. Sorry, I'm just gonna show you how you can do it where it's dry. So what you would do, you do one color. You're gonna do one color. What did we start with? Orange. Why are you moving them around?
I'm moving them around.
Okay. So what you can do is, if you want them to be not running into each other.
Oh,
Okay, let me just quickly do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to do an outline.
I can't look at any blood.
Hold on.
Mom,
You're gonna
look
do-
at
wait,
the
I know.
dragon.
No. You're going to do an outline and then fill it. And then you're going to put that one aside and leave it to dry while you carry on doing the next cookie. Okay? Hi! Hi, Jade! Oh, geez, I'm so glad that you have joined us. This is awesome. How are you? I haven't spoken to you in for like ever. Haven't seen you in years. Haven't spoken to you in forever. So nice to hear that. So nice for you that you've joined us. You do know we started at 9:30 this morning, so you like right on the end of it. This does get recorded, so you will be able to once I've stopped streaming, it will be there straight away for you to actually watch from the beginning where we actually made the cookies from the start and the recipe and everything. Oh, it's so nice to see you. I hope you're well. I do this often. I doing it 4 times this week is not the norm. We not because Rebecca's on holiday. We're doing it 4 times this week. So tomorrow is cupcakes. Thursday is Rice Krispie treats, and Friday is cake puffs.
You mean the cookie? Cocoa Puff?
We're going to do it with Cocoa Pops for Rebecca. Thank you. And yesterday we cut a French. She decided she wanted to have a French. She wanted bangs. You can see she's been watching YouTube too much. So, yeah. It's so exciting to see you here. Really awesome. I'm actually live twice a week.
No.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually live twice a week, on a Wednesday and a Friday, doing whatever is happening in my kitchen. But because Rebecca is on holiday, so not only the lockdown, she's on holiday. I've decided to do this. I was meant to do this in person, but obviously with lockdown, that's not a thing, with other kids. So I decided to do it free and live for kids to bake along with me.
And Mom, I'm going to do some sprinkles.
You're going to do some sprinkles. So Rebecca Joan has her own. I know, apparently. Vanessa told me that she forwarded it on to you guys. A pink sloth, eh?
Yeah. You're doing purple.
Yeah, okay. So, Vanessa told me that she sent it all to you guys so that you can bake along. And I did actually tell Vanessa that it was in 9:30, but I don't think she read it properly. And unfortunately, yeah. So they're going to do the bake along on the record. So, which is fine, which is perfectly fine. That's why it's so nice that that YouTube automatically records the live stream, so that you can then go back and join in and do it later. So sprinkles, because Rebecca says it must have sprinkles. We're coming back just now to doing our whites. If you just want this to dry a bit, I'm going to put. Oh, but you've got sprinkles that side. Okay. Are you mixing up mine with yours so that I get confused? Is that what you're trying to do? Oh, you sneaky, 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 sneaky. Yeah, apparently. Well, you see, in Cape Town.
I wanted a mixture.
That's fine. It's fine.
So we know.
So, in Cape Town, the private schools have been on holiday already since the 26th of June, and they were supposed to go back on the 19th of June. So she was already on holiday when lockdown was announced. So she was already on holiday. But I know that
So now double holiday.
no, you're probably going to do online school from next week.
I do. I still have double holiday.
Double holidays, and she gets so bored, especially with this lockdown. Oh, she's so bored because she doesn't have a sibling, and she can't see her friends, and
But I still can see Gabby.
yeah,
Because
we have one friend that's in a bubble with us, so she gets to see this one friend at least, because she's school in the same class and everything. So, and they are. Yeah, so I'm assuming obviously Katie's also not on holiday because Vanessa said that Katie, she sent it to Emma as well. Joan, are you in KZN still? Hold on, I'm almost done. Are you okay with what's going on? Shame. I'm just so sad that she actually can't do it live with me. I was so excited that she was going to do it live with me. But I said to Vanessa, it's okay if she can do it this afternoon with the help of Vanessa. You know, Vanessa, I think Sarah Jane will probably be able to do all of this completely on her own. Oh, I was showing something. Where did my orange go? Oh dear. I was showing you how to do something.
But the orange fell down. Orange fell down.
Yeah, it is sad. It's insane what's going on. I mean, we have enough nonsense going on in the world at the moment without this kind of thing happening. We're lucky at the moment that it's not happening here in Cape Town. But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna, if it doesn't get nipped in the butt anytime soon, it's gonna spread to Cape Town. So yeah, it's just nonsense actually. What was I asking you? Oh, what was I telling you? So I told Vanessa that Sarah Jane can, if she's got any questions while she's baking, she can actually just WhatsApp me any questions. So yeah, this will work. And now? You can't wait for what? This is Rebecca's favorite part. She loved, and this is where most kids love. She got a bit bored with the whole baking part of it, but she loves the decorating and, cookies and eating half of it while she's busy with it. All done. So I'm just going to spruce it up a bit. Because this is still runny, you can do some fun things with it, just so that you can see.
I only have one more cookie to do.
So you can actually make patterns. I don't know if you saw that, with your toothpick. So you can make patterns with your toothpick if you don't want to put sprinkles on or anything like that. I'm going to just show some different kinds of techniques for everybody because not everyone's doing the same as us. So I'm going to make a purple rainbow. So we're just going to...
Hey!
No, I need to show some other things so that they can see what they can do. So we're going to make a purple rainbow. And it's going to be all purple. And we're going to fill it in. Again, this is the reason why this needs to be super runny, because it just will fill in by itself. If it's too thick, it won't, and then you're gonna get, it's not gonna be nice and smooth and glossy. You can see like a kind of, if you just tap it, it will fill into itself like that. So what we're gonna do is, oh, come on, you're stealing. How many cookies you got? One more cookie to do. Hey!
Sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
So I'm going to show you how to make hearts, if you want to make hearts. So if you do a fill in like that, and then if you do dots like that, where you pipe in dots, so what's going to happen is when you pipe in your dots, it's going to actually blend into your color that you've already just done. So I'm just going to offset them a bit. Okay. And then you're going to take your toothpick and you're going to go from the top, you're going to run your toothpick down. I should be making an actual video of this. Anyway. Maybe I need to do a series of cookie decorating techniques. This is one of them. I honestly, it's not my favorite thing to do, icing these cookies. They are super time consuming, but it's okay. We look. So there you go. Now we have some hearts. Some pink hearts. There we go. You can make twirly whirly patterns. You can do whatever you like. So yeah, so you can actually mix. You can do your pattern, your colors, and then you can make different patterns. This one baker out in Claremont, she does lessons only generally, and I went to her for a lesson on how to use. I've just bought an airbrush, which I want to do live, and she did this whole cookie with where it looked like it was on fire. It was brilliant. She actually did it on TikTok. What now?
I don't have enough cookies.
You want to do the last one?
Yeah, please.
Okay, wait, but I'm using the pink. Let me use the pink. So yeah, you can do like this. So this is just me being quick on the fill in. So any gaps, if it's runny enough and you just shake it, it will fill up the gap. As you can see, it slowly disappears. Okay. And then yeah, you can do I can't remember how she did the fire though. She just I actually need to watch that video again. Yeah, and then she just kind of like took it. It doesn't matter, you can do whatever to make patterns. So yeah, you can make patterns like that, and then you can decorate it and sprinkle it and, you know, do whatever. Okay, how do you think our, I'm just going to cover that. Okay, so Rebecca, just going to see. Okay. So this one that we did first, it's not dry completely. Cookies, the icing needs to be dried, needs to be left alone for at least, if you do it like now, your cookies will only really be dry by this afternoon. Okay, so, and possibly the best by tomorrow morning. So I would suggest not eating them before then, but if you want to do that, it's okay. Kids like it. But this is fairly, it's not dry, but it's dry enough that you can see it's not running or anything off my cookie. So, and I'm not going to touch it because then it's definite. I'm going to leave a fingerprint, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to take my white icing and I'm going to, we're going to spoon some white into a bag. So the white icing is very thick, remember, because we made it a bit thick and I had to put water in it. So I'm going to keep it thick for the purpose of what I'm doing with the clouds. So what we're going to do, you don't see what she's doing. She hasn't even given it half a chance to go anywhere, and she's licking it. You better eat that cookie because you've licked it. What you want?
I need a toothpick.
So you know where the toothpicks are. What did you do with your toothpick? You'll have to get a new one. There's the toothpicks over there. You know where they are. Okay, so for the purpose of this, we're going to cut a bigger hole because we're going to do the clouds. So this will work now because this is dried. Dried enough for me to work on top of it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a much bigger hole than before because we're doing clouds, and I'm actually just going to do like twirls because it holds its shape because it's thick enough. And then, because now you can, because that's dry, you can actually put your clouds on the top. So all depending on what your kind of cookie is and what your cookie cutter is doing, you will do things in sections so that certain things will dry first before you do other things like this. So we let that dry, the rainbow part dry, so that we can then put the white on top. Okay. So then I'm just going to take my toothpick, and we're going to swirl it up to make it look like clouds, and pull it up.
Okay, my one finishes
to
up.
give it.
So now I'm gonna do like.
You're gonna make clouds too. So yeah, because this is quite thick and it's holding shape. Oh, it's supposed to be holding shape. You can actually make it thicker if you really want it to hold some shape. Okay, so remember, babe, you've got to hold from the top. So there you go. From the top you squeeze. Just now it pops out the top or pops the... Okay. So yeah, just you kind of just do whatever blows your hair back.
Hey!
What?
You took my spot.
What? I didn't. I put it back in the same place. So you don't have to use a toothpick. You can also just smush it around with your piping bag. If you're trying to look for a cloud effect. Oh, I think I'm going to need to put more icing in there. So just be careful. If you try not to go completely to the edge of your cookie, because then you can't pick it up and then you start touching the icing. I don't know which ones we did first, Rebecca, where it's dry. No, you neither. You.
Mom, I'm doing this.
Are you done?
Yeah.
What about must I do the clouds for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, what other?
More cocoa butter?
What do you do? What do you do?
So now you see Rebecca has lost. Now she's done. She's tired. She's had enough. So I will just finish off these cookies. We've got a little bit of time because we're gonna have to stop at 12. Huh? I'm gonna have to stop at 12, unfortunately. Yeah, shall we check on this? I don't think she needs more. That's for sure. You don't even wear the ones that you have.
Wait, is this for me, Dad?
What's for you. What is that? A brooch? Is it a clip or a brooch? Let's see. Okay.
Oh, it's a clip, Mom.
It's a clip. It's very pretty. Bless you.
That one.
Okay, so I'm just going to do the clouds on Rebecca's because she's given up.
What? More clip? There are enough clips in this house.
Let's see what they look like. They're very pretty. I think Dad just liked them.
You don't want to wear it.
Well, I'll wear them.
I want to have them.
Oh, okay. So then why are you saying do you not have enough clips in this house? Rebecca loves all these clips with bling bling and... So yeah, now I'm just, finishing up the cookies. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear here a bit and move this away. Can be messy. So one of the things, so if you're going to bake with me for the rest of this week, if you've got half bags like this, just put some cling wrap on the end and put it in the fridge. We will use them during the week to decorate our cake pops and other stuff that we are doing for the rest of the week. And then any excess white icing that you don't need, you can put it in a tub with some cling wrap on the top and put it in the deep freeze for another time. Same with your cookies, your cookie dough. Tomorrow we are going to be doing cupcakes. We're going to do a recipe that I grew up on. Very, very easy, simple recipe that's really easy to use for kids to learn how to bake. It's not the recipe that I use for my actual cakes for sale, but this is a very easy cake to
Mommy,
use
I
to
kind
bake.
of broke the clip.
No, no, babe. How did you break the clip?
Well, when I was trying to take it out, I was trying
Did
to
it come off?
getting this come
Oh
out.
dear.
But
Oh.
you know how
Oh, it's one of those. Okay, I'll have to
That
try and
out.
fix it. Oh, it's like my other one. Oh, okay, so it's a specific way of... There we go. There we go. All you do is this. Look, watch me. Pops up.
what?
Squeeze those two together.
Oh.
That's how you do it. Okay. So, yeah, we're doing a very simple, easy recipe tomorrow. You should be able to get 24 cupcakes. If you do bake along with me this whole week, bye, Joan. If you do bake along with me this whole week, we're only going to do 12 cupcakes tomorrow. The rest of the batter we're going to just use any ordinary baking tin, and you're going to bake it as a cake. We're going to use that cake for our cake pops on Friday. So yeah, so don't, like I said, we're not going to do a full 12 because the full 24 because we're going to make we're going to use whatever's left over for the other 12 as a cake to make our cake pops on Friday. So just a heads up, if you do bake with us tomorrow, you're only going to be doing 12 cupcakes. If you're not going to bake with, if you don't want to do the cake pops on Friday, then you can make 24 cupcakes. It's obviously totally up to you. The point is that on Friday, if we're doing cake pops, you need a ready baked cake. We're not baking again on Friday, so you're just going to use. So if you do 24 cupcakes tomorrow and you still want to do the cake pops on Friday, make sure that you bake another cake for your cake pops on Friday beforehand. I will actually mention all of this again tomorrow, depending on who wants to join us tomorrow, so that they know. I think on my thing I did say things that you need is a cake, a ready baked cake for Friday. Yeah, so Thursday and Friday, not so much baking, but you know, just fun things to make, you know, with things that you've already got, or you know, something. Rebecca doesn't. We doing so. Also, one of the things we're doing. So we're going to do Rice Krispie treats. Well, we're not going to do Rice Krispie. We're going to do Cocoa Pops. Rebecca doesn't like Rice Krispies. She loves Cocoa Pops. So I don't see the point in me making Rice Krispie treats with Rice Krispies if my child's not going to eat it. So we're going to do it with Cocoa Pops, because I feel that Cocoa Pops and Rice Krispies are pretty much the same thing. Just, you know, different flavor. So yeah, we're going to do Rice Krispie treats with Cocoa Pops. So I think then she will definitely enjoy it and like it. So again, if you're going to do Rice Krispie treats with us on Friday, but you don't want Rice Krispies, by all means get some Cocoa Pops. And we're talking about the ones that look like Rice Krispies. The ones that actually look like, you know, the little popped rice Cocoa Pop ones, not the round ones. Okay, I just cheated there a bit, but that's all good. These are our beautiful rainbows that we have just made. Don't they look fantastic? This is also going on to Rebecca's Rainbow Club YouTube channel, so I'm just going to upload it straight as is to that channel. So make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, Tina's Toppers in a Box, and make sure you hit the notification button, and make sure so that you can get all the notifications for when I'm live and when I'm uploading any videos. Then also make sure that you go and like and subscribe to Rebecca's Rainbow Club, which is Rebecca's YouTube channel. There are 1 or 2 videos up there. We stopped it for a bit, but I have videos that need to start getting up, and I'm like this one. I'm just actually we've recorded today. I'm just gonna upload straight to her YouTube channel. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to her YouTube channel too. And then yeah, I think this is us for today. We are done. Cookies are done and iced, all in a 3-hour or 2.5-hour session, which is fantastic. Yeah, tomorrow probably will go the same way. We're going to find a way. I'm going to probably, it is cold enough here probably for everything to cool down quick enough, but if it doesn't, yeah, I'll explain how you can make things cool down faster for tomorrow's. What? She's shouting from down the passage, this crazy child. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you've had fun baking along with me. I hope you did bake along with me and Rebecca, and I hope you had lots of fun doing it and that you've learned something along the way. Please, it would be awesome if you joined me tomorrow and Wednesday and Friday to do all the things that we're doing. Go look at my Facebook page. It will have all the recipe, like today, early this morning I posted the tomorrow's recipe with all the ingredients and what you will need for tomorrow's baking, and I'll do the same for early tomorrow morning. We'll go for Thursday, and so it's the same for Friday. What else? Yeah. Oh, and if you did bake along with me, and if you do bake along with me, even on the on the catch up, please take lots of photos and send them to me. I want to see what you land up doing, and what kind of cookies you land up making, and how you decorate them. Please post them to my Facebook page. It would really, really, really be awesome if you did, and so that we can see what you've done, and that I really want to see who's baked along with me today and this week. It would be really fantastic. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic day. Stay warm, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow morning, same time, 9:30. Bye.